There's a number of parts on the ET, but I think are crucial to it being an ET. And the most important out of all the parts, I think, is the Alina seat. Every time I see a good ET, it's got this deep black shiny seat. Whether it's the one with ET on it or not, it doesn't matter. It's a black, shiny, gorgeous Alina seat. There's no way I'm paying them sort of prices for this project. I'm going to have to dig deep to get something Alina worthy on here. So I've got this busted up Alina seat that is really is trash. Absolute fucking trash. That the rails are busted, nose is broken off. It really is just fucked. I'm going to attempt to bring it back to life. Get some rails from a donor seat, get some fiberglass in there to strengthen it all up, stick it back together. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. So, the rails on this roughly match that of Alina. Get these rails off. Is that done it? Bosh. So now I've got my donor rail. The idea is, in order to make this strong enough to actually be used, I'm going to weld some bolts on to the end. So I'm going to bolt that on and then countersink it in the end. Whether it's going to work or not, I don't know, but I'm going to give it a go. Not ideal to use masking tape. Sure, the professionals don't use masking tape, but I'm not a professional. Don't do this at home, kids. Shittiest art welder you could imagine. Let me welder start up. Power's gone. Bucket. Right, fuse is fixed. Let's see what happens here. Get the fire extinguisher out. Well, it's got a little tack on there.
The studio supplied us with 5 arc boards, 5 different color schemes. The reason they had to be specific was because of the backdrops that they were filming against were a certain color, and bike was Kuwahara bike with components that we chose. But when I say the bike, the frame and fork were manufactured by Kuwahara. The component parts that we chose to put on that bike from our inventory in Torrance, California. The rims, the spokes, the hubs, the tires, the handlebar, the stem, the headset, the pedals, the crank, the sprocket, the chain, all of those are called components. And we applied them to the Kuwahara frame and fork, and the color scheme of the frame and fork were completely different from what we had ever made under the Kuwahara brand. The decals were the same. The graphics of the sticker that said Kuwahara, or the head badge that showed the rising sun and the Kuwahara name, those were the same that we had used on our Kuwahara bikes from Japan. But the color schemes of the frame and fork were unique to the studio. And I should mention to you that the reason we chose the rising sun as part of our logo was because it was very definitely Japanese, and we were not trying to hide the fact that Kuwahara was a Japanese product. We were trying to emphasize it. The Kuwahara factory had no input at all, except I told them that what was going on and that I thought it was going to be a big deal. I didn't really know if it was going to be a big deal or not because I'd never had any experience like this before. I was kind of taking a flyer. I was donating 25 bikes based on the feeling that it was going to be worthwhile.
I'll leave that to dry and see what is so weighty now. But, you know, I think it's going to live another day. I really do think this is going to live another day. It's virtually dry now. It is absolutely rock fucking solid. It may be a bit hard, but that is rock fucking solid. Sit on that for life. Doing it a quick sand down, reshape the front. You can see the metal pins in there. Hopefully you can see them anyway. Quite a bit of paint, a bit of sanding to get that looking nice, but I think it's back from the dead. Seat is nice and shiny, it's come out alright, but it's just a black blob and it's lost all of its detailing. As you can see on this one, it's got a moulding ridge around there, so I'm going to attempt to put them back by masking off the lines and then building it up with paint. So as well as the side moulding, Alina's got this grippy bit shape goes around there, so what I'm going to do is mask that shape off and then spray it with some textured bumper stuff on here to give it that sort of effect. So there's the area I've got marked off. Just got to put some other masking tape on there. Textured bumper black, not used it before. This is all experimental. Let's see how it goes. You can see the texture on there. Well, you join me here. It's another momentous occasion. I am so happy how this seat has come out. The finishing touch. These are rub-on, so they're a bit of a bugger. And she is done. She is done.